Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're making this beautiful flared gown. So I have here with me my 3 years of fabric. Please, if you find this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, put on notification bell so that when I upload any new video, you get notified. So let's go into this video. Please subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything to do that. So I'll put my fabric on fold. We'll be cutting the lower part first, which is the flared, so that we'll be able to manage our fabric. If we cut the upper part, it might not be enough, so I'll fold for the lower part. I'll be folding this in a triangular form since it's the flared we want to cut. So this is it. Hold your fabric this way, then you flip to this side this way. So that is the triangular folding. So what I will do now, I will fold this, pin it down, and show us how to mark our measurements. So let me just fold it, pin it down. I will cut it off, cut both back and front off, so that we'll mark it easily, because now the fabric is just moving around. So I will pin it and cut it off. So we have our fabric on fold now in a triangular way. So we'll start marking our measurements. So what I'm using on this part, which is the radius for this part, I want 11. So I'll put my tape this way, and this is where I got my 11. So I will just mark it here. So this is 11. So I will take from this sharp edge here to that part. Whatever I got from here, I will just rotate it around. So this is 17. So I'll be rotating it around the fabric. 17. Just leave your tape there, take it around. 17. 17. 17. So we connect all together. So this is what we needed. So I will just measure it now to see if the is up to the 11 inches, which is exactly what we needed. So now we start taking our length. The lower part of this gown, I want it to be 26.5 inches. So we start taking our length now. From here, you take your 26, you take whatever length you are working on, take it. So here I have 26, exactly 26. So I'll make use of that. 26 and a half. So I will reduce it on this part, making sure it's 26 all through. So 26. So this is it. It's very easy. Just put your tape this way, what you want to work with. Once you get it, you mark that point, then take from the sharp edge to that part, rotate it around, then you take your length. It's very easy to cut this. So we'll cut this off and mark the upper part. So I will just be putting half an inch on top this line, like so, for my sewing allowance. So that is it. So we are done with the lower part. There's no zipper on this cloth. There's an elastic around the waist, so no zipper. So put this aside. The only thing, you make a notch at the middle so that you'll be able to join it everywhere. So that's all about the lower part. So we keep this aside. And mark the upper part. So I have a piece here which I have already cut out, so to make the video short and easy. So now the upper part, the length I'm working with is 16.5 on the upper part. So I will take my 16.5. I want to make a straight line here. So I'll take my 16.5 this way. 16.5. 16.5. So I'll connect these lines together. So I have my starting line. So this is it. So this is my starting line here. So now we mark the shoulder. The shoulder is 15, so that will be 7.5 inches. So I'll mark the 7.5 inches like so. Then I'll be taking the armhole depth of 9 inches. So we take that 7.5 all through to the armhole depth. This is this. Are you seeing what I'm doing? For you to get your armhole depth is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. So that is how you get that. So I'll put my bust measurement here. So for this gown, what I did all through was whatever I marked at my bust, that was what I just marked to the down part, which is here to here is the same measurement. This is, I'm using the bust measurement for both here and here. So I did 11 inches here, so I'll be using 11 inches. So whatever bust measurement you have, just add ease of ½ inch, then your sewing allowance. So what I used so far was 11 inches in total. So after marking your bust measurement, add ½ inch for ease, then 1 inch, or whichever allowances you like to add to your sewing. So I added just 1.5 inches to my measurement. So I'll be using 11. So this is it. So take that 11 this way. This is it. So take the midpoint of our armhole, which is 4.5. Come inward by ½ inch. My curve ruler is not here, so we'll connect it this way and come out this way for your front armhole. Then for your back armhole, this part at which you divide by 2, take it and connect this way for the back armhole. So let me try and remove this pin from here. There's a pin there. So that is it. So the one inside is the front armhole, the one outside is for the back armhole. So there's no zipper. So we have 4 pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's back and front. So the next thing, I'll mark it the neck width of 3 inches. So since we'll be putting a collar and we don't want it too wide, since there's a collar around, we don't do it wide. So I'll be using 3 inches Then I'll slant my shoulder by half inch this way. Are you seeing this? So I'll connect this to this. So that's also, I'll cut this off. Sorry, before we cut, we've not put our neck depth for both back and front. So for the back, I'll be using 1 inches. I'll be using 1 inch. Are you seeing this? 1 inch. So you make your curve this way for the back. Then for the front, I'll be using 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches this way. You make your curve like so. So it's 3 inches by 3.5 for the front, 3 inches by 1 inch at the back. So you cut this off. Yeah. Then cut the back armhole first. Don't make that mistake. The back armhole first. This way. So we'll cut the back neck. And we'll cut the front neck. Make sure you raise it and take just one of it. So we'll cut the front neck like so. So this is it. Then we'll cut out this lower part of it. So our top is ready. So the only thing is to slit. There will be a placket at the front part. So let me remove this. I'll make a notch on the lower part first. Make a notch here. Then I will take off the back piece. So that we'll be able to work from, so this is the back piece. So that we'll be able to work on the front. So now we'll cut the armhole. This is your front. So there will be a placket at the front. So measure what the length at which you want the placket to be. So the placket will run from the neck to the down part. So we just slit it open. Then we cut the fabric for the placket. So now slit it open. So this is it. This is it. So cut the band that we use for the placket, then the sleeve. So first thing first, we take the length at which we want to use here. So the length will be is 15 inches. So what we are cutting should be 15 inches. That's clothing. Just cut exact 15 inches because I added allowance, which is I put the tape extra when marking, when measuring. So 15 inches is okay. So at the end of joining, you trim off the excesses. So I'll take 15 inches like so. So I'll start marking 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches from that edge, like so. Just a normal band of 3.5 inches. So when you fold, you have 1/4. Yeah, sorry, 1.7. So I will cut two of these for both sides, which is one on the left and one on the right. So this is what I'm talking about. So I will just cut this and show you what to do next. This is the 3 inches band I said we want to use for the packet. So this is it. So the length is 16 inches. So these are the two I will use for the front part. So this is how it will be. We join it as a band. We put an interface to this. We iron an interface to make it stable a little. So we're sewing this way. Then after sewing, it will not be like this. So that is the essence of this 3 inches that we are cutting. So keep this aside. Then work on the, sorry, cut the sleeve. So to cut the sleeve, you measure the armhole. So you measure your armhole, whatever you have, that is what you use to cut the sleeve. So you want to cut the sleeve. I have a pieces of fabric here. So it's actually by 10. It's on fold. So this is on fold 10 inches. So I have it here 20 inches. So I'll be folding into 4. The sleeve part from the video you watched earlier was a flare. So this into 4, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's into 4. So I'll be using the radius 5 inches. So I'll be using 5 to cut the radius. Mark the 5 all through, like so. So the length I'm working with also is 5 inches. So I'll be taking the 5 inches like so also. So that is 5 inches. 5, 5, 5. And this part is 5. So make your curve very well. So to cutting this off. And this is actually from one sleeve. So we'll be duplicating this. Exactly what is there, that's what I will cut for the other sleeve. This is it. We just make a notch here. So there's no opening on this sleeve at all. So just we'll make that part at which you make a notch will be joined to the shoulder. We'll just make a print around the shoulder. So whatever you have here, you duplicate it into 2 for the other sleeve. So we'll keep this aside now. So just as I explained earlier, first thing first, we'll also cut the collar, but because of time I will not be cutting the collar with I will not be cutting the collar in this video, so I'll just cut it aside. There's no time to do that. So these are flare. I will go and iron my 3 inches band, put an estate to this, an interface into this, so to make it stable, so that we'll attach this to this. Then I will explain what next to do. So this is the front part of the blouse, sorry, of the gown, the upper part. So you, after attaching your interface into this 3 inches, you sew, attach it to one part. It will be this way at the end of the day after attaching. Then you do the same to this side. You fold into the band, then you attach this way, so it will be this way. So they'll be overlapping each other like this before we join the band, sorry, the flared part to the lower part. So I will do that. I'll come back to show us what next to do to be able to join the flared parts to the upper part of the gown. So let me go and iron my heater facing to this, then show us what to do. I will attach this to this after ironing, then show us what to do. Then after ironing, after attaching, I will also join the back part to this. So this is my back part. So I will just join it on the shoulder. Since it's a collar, there's a collar around the neck. So I will just join on the shoulder, like so. Join on the shoulder. Then the sleeve, I will cut the other one of it. So I'll come back to show us how to attach the flared part to it. So this is it. I joined both the front and the back at the shoulder line. So this is how it will look like. So this is it. So now this part will be on top this part like this. So this is the placket I was talking about, the band. So I've joined it so it's to be on top like that. So now I will flip it inside, which is turn it to the back side and close the side so that we attach my sleeve to it. Then for the lower part, you just pin it down this way. So I'll pin it down this way for the lower part. So you see what I did here, I just pinned it down now for the lower part. So with it like this now, you sew your flared, one of the flared to, let me just unpin this. So this is it. So this is my flared. So we'll sew this, the part at which we notch now, with the part at which we notch on this top, we have to make a notch to get the midpoint. So we join this to this like this. Then we'll do the same for the back part. So we'll close at the side all through to the flared. So we'll be attaching our sleeve. After we close the side, we'll attach the sleeve. Then I will show you what next to do. Attach our sleeve after closing, after attaching this to this at the back and the front. We close at the side. Then I will attach my sleeve. It will make the collar and the elastic that will be on the waist. So I will come and explain how to attach your elastic to the waist. Let me go and do that and show you how it will look like. So this is it. I've joined the flared to the upper part. So I've also closed the side. Then I've attached my sleeve to it. So this is the flared sleeve. See how beautiful it is. So what is remaining is just to hem the sleeve, hem the lower part, then put the elastic around the waist. Then I'll be using a button for this part of the front. Then I will also put the collar. So just to hem the sleeve, the lower part. Then for the elastic that is around the waist, so what I did was I measured what is here, what I have here. This is 20, so which is the front is 20, the back is 20. You know there's no zipper, so that will make it a total of 40. So your 40 inches, whatever you have, minus 5 inches or 7, but the maximum you should remove is 7. So if 40 minus 5 is 35, so I'll be taking a measurement of 35 on my elastic. So this is 35 inches. So I'll be using this for the waist. So what you just do is to flip it inward this way. So this part at which you join the upper part to lower part, which is this joining. You close your elastic one side, close it this way to make it one, then you attach it to the midpoint of the front. So you just sew it round the waist. So I will do that. To the waistline. Hem the sleeve, hem the lower parts, which is this part. Hem the lower parts, then hem the sleeve, put my collar, then the button. So I'll be putting the button. So I'll show you the final look of the dress. So if you've watched this far and you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, like this video. I will appreciate it a lot. If you like, share with your friends and your loved ones. Thank you. See you in my next video. The outcome will be done with the effect of the elastic. So these are the snap button that I put. See the button. You can actually use any button of your choice, but I love this. So this is the outcome of the dress. See how beautiful it is. It's back. This is it. So if you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, put on your notification bell so that when I upload any new video, you get notified. So see how beautiful it is. See you on my next video. Thank you.